Hello, welcome back. Today we will try to see how to use R or linear regression in R. So in the last couple of videos I tried to explain the theoretical part of the linear regression. If you have seen it, I recommend you to see it. So here's the R to use linear regression. Let's say you would like to read the data. Let's have a look on our data. Head data. It takes time. I'm sorry, yeah. So as you can see here, this the data set of 50 startup data companies. So there are 5 attributes here, and the first one is research and development, administration, marketing, state, and profit. So for instance, the first company spent this amount of money in research and development, and this amount of money in administration, this amount of money in marketing, and it was in New York, and they got this amount of money as a profit. Yeah. And this is the second company. They spent this amount of money in research and development and got this one. So the idea of the linear regression is to see which attribute has a significant effect on the profit. So it means, in another meaning, if they increase the amount of research and development, will they get much profit? Will they get much profit? And etc. So as you might know, this, for example, state, it's New York, California, Florida. So before using the data set, we have to convert it to factorial. Factorial means it's like an integer. So this one, you may be familiar with this dollar sign. This dollar sign is to show you this number of columns, which is here. This one, for example. So this we have 5 columns. So to convert the state into factorial, apply this one, run this line, and it's just to see the correlation matrix. If you, for example, the correlation matrix are research and development with profit, it has 0.96. It means it has a significant or correlation with profit. So increasing the research and development increase the profit, and etc. So now, as you see here, we had the data with categorical and numeric. So we will use before using the linear regression, we have to normalize our data. For instance, let's see here. So for instance, this is values should be, the values in this column should be in the same range of this value, in the same range of these values, in the same range of this value. So it means normalize your data. So I will use in this video, I will use in this tutorial mini-max normalization. So as you can see here, this is function apply data, and without number 4 we have state, so we have to remove it. In R we start with 1, in Python we start with 0. So and this one 2, it means columns. If I remove it and put 1, it means for each row. And this function means in this data find a minimum value in each column, and this is also the same, find the maximum value. Now we have this function scale. We have to scale the data, the minimum, and scale maximum minus minimum. We can see here our data. Let's have a look on our data here. Head. Oh, it has to be in the practice. Yeah, as you can see here, this now the values are in the range of 0 and 1. So you can use different normalization methods, for example, standard deviation, etc. Now we have to combine our data set. So as you can see here, then now our data is without state. We have to include our state. It's here. C combined, it means column bind. Just add column, add this and this data, two data frames. In R, it's easy to use linear regression without importing any library. It's also inbuilt or called automatically when you run your R. So here, linear regression is a profit what we'd like to predict against all. Okay, so let's have a look on this data set, what we have. Head. So what we have, these values, we would like to predict the profit by using all of these variables, this and the state. So this is the trick, just use point. Or you can use, for example, profit against research dot d, and you have to write these names. But in my case, I would like to use all of these variables to predict the linear regression. So in this case, I just run line by line. It's just to show you, and it's finished. We see the significant coefficient value. Sorry, here's Y-intercept. This is the research and development value, and this administration and etc. So let's have a look on summary. Yeah, as you can, there's a good thing in so here's a significant. It means 0 with three stars. It means a good, very good, the best. And with 0.00, I mean with 2 stars, let's see, good. With 1 star, it somehow, yeah. And from this one to this one, it has less significant. This is the B value. So let's see here, research and development, the B value is less than, it means very close to 0. It means this research and development spend, has a significant effect on the profit. It means with increasing your research and development money, or if you spend much money in research and development, you will get much profit. And regarding this one, administration has big value. It's 0.6. So it means increase or decrease the administration, it will not has much effect on the profit, and etc. This is the idea of this table. I mean, so let's do prediction on the same data set. By the way, in real life or real data, you have to split your data into training and testing. But in this tutorial, I trained on this data, and I will try to training on this data. I will try to test in the same data. So let's see here, we have to predict the profit, and we will compute the mean square. Well, what's happened? What was happening here? Why is that object? Oh. And this one, it's object. What was happening here? Yeah, this one minus. Sorry. Yeah, and this one is predict. For example, the first value of the first data, it was I think 0.007, and this one is 0.9, and etc. So we compute the error with this formula. Yeah, we have to also remove this Y-predict. So as you can see here, the amount of error or mean square mean error, it's 0.002. It's very low. It means your data, your model, it's perfectly fit your data. But as you see, we train and test on the same data. That's why we have a value close to 0. So as I said, you have to split, before using machine learning, you have to split your data into training and testing. This we will see it in some advanced topics. Yeah, if you have any question, just drop a comment. So okay, then thanks, and see you again.